Tonight, we're dealing with organized crime, speed, and betrayal, all wrapped in a deep-fried pastry. This is The Secret Route and the Grease Mark, a fast-paced thriller from 2003 Crimea. The core mystery? A powerful, secure cash delivery convoy was ambushed just moments after stopping for a roadside lunch. The police found no witnesses, no insider, and no obvious clue as to how the gang knew the exact time and location of the attack. The key to the ambush wasn't a phone call. It was a single, greasy Cheburek, the savory meat turnover. One accomplice used the unique, telltale grease mark left by the Cheburek's hot filling to map out the secure convoy's changing route. How was a simple, oily pastry used as a time-sensitive map for a violent ambush? And how did the detective crack the code hidden in a rapidly fading oil stain? Don't let this secret slip away. Subscribe to Crime Cuisine now and join our high-octane investigation. Our story takes place in the summer of 2003, along a winding, isolated road in Crimea. A local crime syndicate, known for its ruthless efficiency, was planning its biggest score. A high-value cash transfer convoy, rumored to contain millions. The convoy's route and stop times were constantly changed, known only to a tight security team. Yet, the ambush was flawless. It occurred precisely at 11:30 a.m. during an unscheduled stop at a remote roadside cafe known for its excellent Chebureki. Chebureki are distinctive, a half-moon-shaped pastry, deep-fried until golden, filled with seasoned minced meat. The filling releases hot, flavorful juices that mix with the oil, making the Cheburek incredibly messy to eat. The greasy residue they leave behind is their signature. Investigator Dennis Shevchuk was called to the scene. The security guards were traumatized. The money was gone. Shevchuk found evidence of the quick lunch, several discarded napkins, empty soda bottles, and greasy fingerprints. He focused on the cafe owner, Dmitro, a seemingly innocent man known for his perfectly crispy Chebureki. Shevchuk knew Dmitro had an accomplice role, but how did he communicate the constantly changing ambush location to the syndicate which was miles away? There were no phones, no hidden radios, and no notes. Shevchuk returned to the single detail that defined the scene: the grease. He observed Dmitro making a fresh batch of Chebureki. Dmitro served them on simple paper napkins, which immediately absorbed the hot cooking oil and meat juices. Shevchuk realized that the oil absorption pattern was the code. The security convoy had 3 potential ambush spots along the route. Dmitro had a 3-part system based on the Cheburek's folding and the grease mark's spread. The ceiling flap, the location. Dmitro slightly altered the fold of the Cheburek's pastry seam, left, right, or center, indicating which of the 3 ambush spots would be active. The grease volume, the time. The most genius part, Dmitro controlled the volume of the meat juices. More meat juices meant more immediate, fast-spreading grease. Fast-spreading grease meant the ambush was happening soon, within 30 minutes. Slow-spreading grease meant the ambush was delayed. The parsley, the confirmation. A single sprig of parsley on the napkin confirmed the message was active and correct. The syndicate leader, known as the Shadow, had agents planted in the convoy's path. These agents didn't need a written note. They only needed to observe the napkin of the convoy leader during the stop. Shevchuk carefully examined the discarded napkins from the convoy stop. He found the napkin used by the lead security officer. The Cheburek seam was folded left, indicating the ambush spot. More crucially, the grease stain was massive and rapidly absorbed, almost covering the entire napkin. This was the signal. Act now.
The stain wasn't just oil, it was a chemical timer. The immediate, wide spread indicated Dmytro had purposely used a larger quantity of hot meat juice in that specific Cheburek, creating a short window for the syndicate to act before the convoy moved again. Shevchuk tracked Dmytro's movements before the ambush. Dmytro had secretly placed the coated Cheburek on the convoy leader's plate, confirmed the single sprig of parsley, and sent his visual signal to a distant agent positioned on a hill overlooking the cafe. The agent simply watched the convoy leader eat, saw the massive grease stain appear rapidly, and transmitted the go signal moments before the convoy prepared to leave. Armed with this knowledge, Shevchuk would turn to Dmytro. He presented Dmytro with two identical Cheburek, one with a normal grease pattern and one with the massive, telltale grease stain. "The money is hidden nearby," Shevchuk stated, "and your Cheburek code told them exactly where and when to strike. The grease marks are your confession." Dmytro immediately confessed. He was forced to cooperate after the syndicate threatened his family. The money, it turned out, was still in a temporary hideout just 3 kilometers from the cafe. The Cheburek, a symbol of quick, delicious roadside food, had become the silent weapon. Its volatile combination of hot oil and meat juices created the perfect medium for a time-sensitive, easily disposable message. Dmytro's mastery of the dish allowed him to control the most dangerous variable in the ambush: timing. The case of the grease mark serves as a grim reminder that in the hands of organized crime, even the most comforting, rustic dishes can be turned into a tool for violence and betrayal. The next time you enjoy the crisp, savory perfection of a Cheburek, remember the Crimean roadside where a simple oil stain was enough to solve a $1,000,000 crime.
Thank you for joining us on Crime Cuisine. The truth is in the taste. What quick snack do you think could conceal the next dangerous code? Don't let the next secret slip away. Subscribe to Crime Cuisine now and join us for the next investigation.